What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out the video. I want to talk today about Canelo Alvarez defeating Jermell Charlo by unanimous decision. Okay. Now, two things were clear almost right from the start of this fight. One was Jermell Charlo was not going to be able to hurt Canelo Alvarez. Okay. That was very clear early on. And two, Canelo was the much harder punching fighter. He was the bigger guy. I know a lot of people came into the fight saying, "Oh, well, Charlo's taller than him and he comes into the ring at super middleweight and so on and so forth." But we could clearly see very early on that Canelo was imposing his will. He was walking Charlo down. The only thing Charlo was throwing for the most part was a sort of weak jab. Okay. And even when he did connect on Canelo, it didn't have very much effect. Okay. So this fight really doesn't do much in terms of clearing things up at 154 pounds or 168 pounds. This was what I'll call a filler fight. Okay. We pretty much knew that Canelo had a 90+% chance of winning this fight. And Charlo pretty much was in survival mode right from the get go. He seemed content to do what he had to do to see the final bell, get a nice payday, and go on with his day. Okay. Now, obviously, we most of us would much rather see Jermell Charlo fight Tim Tszyu or Canelo fight David Benavidez. Will either of those fights eventually happen? Maybe. But for now, this fight, it really wasn't the most entertaining fight. I mean, Charlo did get dropped, but for the most part, it was Charlo moving around a lot, Canelo walking him down constantly. He was definitely for all this talk of Canelo falling off or Canelo slipping, he looked pretty sharp tonight. He definitely looked sharp. But again, I just think he's a class above a fighter like Charlo. And it's unfortunate that we're not seeing Canelo in against Benavidez. We're not seeing him have the rematch with Dimitri Bivol, which I don't think he wants, but he said all along that he was going to give Dimitri Bivol a rematch, and that now appears to never going to happen, right? So what's next for Canelo Alvarez? Well, hopefully, assuming David Benavidez beats Demetrius Andrade coming up, that we'll get that fight. Hopefully next, if Canelo doesn't fight again before next May, Cinco de Mayo, Canelo Benavidez, be a great fight. Be a great fight. It needs to happen. I know a lot of people are picking Benavidez in that fight. I don't think I would pick against Canelo, but that would be a heck of a matchup. That would be a heck of a matchup. And as far as Jermell Charlo goes, I would love to see him fight Tim Tszyu. That'd be a great fight. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to set it up for him to fight Erickson Lubin, keep it in house with PBC. I don't know, but anyways, this fight was pretty much what we expected. Canelo went in there, imposed his will. I think maybe Charlo won a round, and that's the way I saw it, and that's the way the judges saw it. So we didn't get anything crazy on the scorecards. I know some people were saying, "Oh, they're gonna score it for Charlo, even though Canelo wins to set up a rematch." But fortunately, none of that happened, and both fighters can move on. So, anyways, that's what I think. Let me know what you all think. And as always, We'll see you on the next one.